Hey guys, I got it to work. I needed even more power than I already fucking had. And we loaded it all up. Ready. It looks pretty cool, I think. I imagine it might become quite annoying if it's going to be like that all the fucking time.
I don't blame you.
But yep, we've powered it up. And we are going in.
Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam.
Corruption of the way.
By the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds.
That.
Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
And I was incinerated at the end. That's it. No more fallout. We're dead. Alright, here we are. I have come for vengeance, justice, fire, and blood. And a kid. What do we do now? Yes, it says just logs. Error. Signal rerouted. Load holotape. It won't be the corset chip thing, but it would be network. So yeah, we need to scan the network. I assume that'll be it. See? It seems very empty and like no guards, although I suppose they weren't expecting anyone to get through, right?
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance.
Busted.
I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face.
Oh yeah, discuss things.
Please, step into the elevator.
He thinks I'm stupid. Step into the elevator, right. Step into the incinerator. We're just gonna trust him, are we? Alright. Suit yourself, game.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression.
Oh yeah. Sure, it was all a big misunderstanding.
Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone.
Right.
But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason.
No shit.
You are here for your son.
Yeah. Give it to me and I won't have to kill you all. And so he spoke, and so he spoke. The Lord of the Institute. Doesn't quite have the same ring to it, but you get the point. There's the kid.
Useless.
Nope. Hey kid. Not that he'd know who I am.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean. I've been looking for you for so long.
Who are you?
These bad people, they stole you from me.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. I'm here now.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Oh yeah, he'll be able to stop me.
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Oh, lag.
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus.
He's a fucking synth.
Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges.
Just give me the kid,
Let's
the
start
real
anew.
one. I won't kill you.
I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Give me Sean. The real Sean. Right now!
I know. I know. You've gone to such lengths to find him.
I'll make this very simple. Where is my son?
He's here, in the Institute. Closer than you think. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded.
Eh?
It's good to finally meet you.
Oh, hell no.
After all this time, it's me. I am Sean.
Bullshit.
I am your son.
Please tell me there's an option to call bullshit. Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Is it? After all the things you've seen and experienced in the Commonwealth? Think about it.
Alright, let's think about it. Person busts into your super secret secure thing with righteous fury and is obviously not going to be stopped, and you're not exactly warriors, are you? So, you know what he's looking for, so you say that you're what he's looking for, and in the hopes that he won't kill you and will stop looking. I mean, yeah, I call bullshit. Fuck you, man. Fuck you. I mean, it's possible. And it kind of makes me not want to shoot him in the head as much, just in case. But, yeah.
In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
Wait, are we just accepting this? I call bullshit. This could easily be an elaborate lie in order to distract me.
It wasn't right, what they did. Taking you from me like that.
To you, that would certainly seem true. But to the Institute, It made all the sense in the world. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted.
Are we just buying this?
In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone.
I want like a
Even
DNA
in their
test or
attempts
something.
to shield themselves from
Surely
the
you
world
guys have
above,
those.
members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
It's really you. No, it fucking isn't.
I don't believe you. There's no way any of this is true.
I wish there was something to say. I know this isn't what you wanted. But it's the only truth I can offer you.
Yeah, prove it. I want DNA testing. You're telling me that you can't do that? You're building fucking robots.
You're my son? Then prove it. Now.
I've already told you how I came to be here. I don't know what further proof I can offer that would...
What? Like, you're telling me, ladies and gentlemen, that the futuristic underground top secret brainiac society under the ground, I think I said under the ground twice, they have mastered the art of making artificial intelligence, robots that look like humans and all that kinds of jazz, and teleportation, for Christ's sake. But what they cannot do is do a DNA test.
Convince you.
Oh, yeah.
I've shown you my trust. Your weapons haven't been confiscated, and I stand unarmed before you.
As if you could stop me.
Please, let's just talk.
If this is true, where do we start?
I know you must have questions. Please, anything I can do to help you understand.
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Wow. Collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy? Of course not. But I've done my best to move on and live my life. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say?
Kellogg did say that he was just... when we were in his mind, he did mention, if you recall, that he was paranoid about the Institute maybe tying up loose ends by sending me after him, so that does kind of connect up. But I expect that kind of plotting for a genius scientist leader of the underground movement of scientists.
To ease your mind.
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
Need your help?
This really is a matter of importance.
They're scared of you, Sean. Scared of the Institute.
People are always frightened by what they don't understand. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
You want me to stay here? In the Institute?
Yes, that is what I propose. Is it so hard to imagine? The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
I imagine I'd get very bored down here.
How can you say that? How can you be so dismissive of all those people? Everything they've done?
Because it is the simple truth. And I believe you know it too. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
I just don't know.
Just give it time. Give the Institute a chance. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ao in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Okay. Well, this is an interesting twist, I can confess to that. I honestly didn't think about that. Usually I'm pretty good at brainstorming things and thinking of every single possible outcome and eventually one of them being right. Trial and error. But I did not think maybe the Institute guy is... Yeah, that didn't cross my mind. Alright, I'm gonna go get something to drink, and then we will do some exploring.
Sean, about this synth.
You mean the child? It's a fascinating project, really. There are issues to be solved, of course, but we've made remarkable progress.
What's the point?
It seems like a strange choice. On more than one level.
I can understand how it might seem that way. It is something new. New discoveries are always welcome. I'll make sure it's brought back online in the near future. You'll have an opportunity to interact with him further. But I'll admit I'm curious. As a parent looking for a child, looking for the younger version of me, what do you think? Do you think you could love him? Like you would a real boy?
Well, he's not my kid, is he? You know this.
I don't need a synth. I found the real Sean.
Yes, but not the Sean you were looking for. In some ways, the synth is far closer to what you expected. I wouldn't claim to know everything you're feeling, but if in some small way the boy's presence can help, I hope you'll keep an open mind.
Sean.
Let your surroundings be a reminder of what science and willpower can accomplish.
Are your visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you not see the grime and dust? Don't make excuses. You're clearly defective, and I intend to report this. Perhaps after you've been disassembled, we can use your components to make something that's actually useful.
Greetings, sir.
What others call complaining, I call critical thinking and challenging assumptions.
What are we doing? Yeah, that one.
Welcome to the Institute, sir. Operating at full capacity.
One of the earlier models, by the looks of things.
Carry on, sir.
It doesn't appear that any of the things are here.
Yeah?
Hi.
As the Institute's first personal synth, I try to set a good example.
Flirt with us? Where?
What's a personal synth?
Dr. Benet is carrying out a social experiment. He wants to see if a synth can integrate into a human family. I know I can never replace his wife or be a real mother to Liam, but I can at least help with the domestic duties. I like to think I'm a pretty good cook. It was a real pleasure to meet you. I'm sure you're still taking everything in, so I'll let you get back to that.
Okay. It's hard to find where the hell everything is. This place is a giant maze. These are like the quarters, I suppose.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial then. The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects will likely be more pronounced.
Will there be any pain?
I honestly don't know. I suppose it's your job to find out. Now hold still. There. All done. You can return to your duties, and remember to record every symptom you experience in detail.
I hope I'll prove a useful test subject for you, Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
All this advanced technology, and we still can't cure the common cold.
Hey.
Once you've settled in, I'll want to do a physical and get a file going on you. No hurry, though.
You're the doctor here?
Everyone's a doctor here. But if you mean physician, then yes, I'm about as close as we've got to one. How about you take some time to get comfortable, learn the lay of the land and such. In the meantime, you come see me if you need to get patched up. We'll do that checkup when you're good and ready. Take care of yourself, so I don't have to.
I wish you could have known Father as we have.
We're all looking forward to working with you. Everyone's excited about the new synth project. Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see
We are
the full Gen
honored to
3
welcome you
roll
here.
out.
There we go.
Do not interrupt me,
I
Rebel.
can't express how
Unit, you can return
truly
to duty.
humbling it is to stand
Thanks
in
again.
your presence.
Of course.
The Institute's a big place. It might take a while to learn where everything is.
Please bugger off.
Hey, Doc.
Synth.
They weren't kidding.
It's just
You really
remarkable.
are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you
Yeah.
might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
On board with what?
The Institute, of course. Sean implied you operated on a level, if not equal, then at least similar to the rest of us. Curious. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
Who built this place, originally? Has it been here long?
The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats and laboratories. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it.
Where are you
Allie.
going?
What's on your mind?
I'd like to know about the people in your division.
Of course. Dr. Lawrence Higgs is our mechanical engineer. He oversees the major life support and security systems. Power distribution is Dr. Evan Watson's area of expertise, and Dr. Newton Oberly is in charge of food and housing. He coordinates with bioscience to ensure that our meals are balanced for optimal nutrition. We also make use of a number of synth units for low-priority maintenance and labor.
Could you
Dr.
not
Fillmore.
walk away from me?
Hey, what do you need?
Manners are apparently dead in the Institute.
It must be a challenge to meet the power demands of a place like this.
Absolutely.